if it's not obvious, I really love this passage. It contains this deep spirituality. It occurs in the in-between places of the wilderness, which is not just a physical place, but is so often a geography of the soul. And some of us in this room might be today in a place of wilderness. And if that is you, you too are claimed by God in joy. So this is a story in which God's pursuit of the most marginalized is fully on display. Philip literally runs after the chariot at the direction of the Spirit in order to converse with the eunuch. And I love, as a pastor, that this story ends with a baptism. As theologian Willie James Jennings puts it, faith found the water, and faith will always find the water. And then beyond all that, the story is pretty practical in some ways. It gives an example of witnessing that is not coercive, which I wish more of us had experience with. It gives an example of witnessing that is based on invitation and intimacy. The text says that Philip joins the chariot. Philip does not allow these boundaries, these customary boundaries of who gives the truth and who receives the truth to disrupt this relationship. Instead, he joins the eunuch and joins the eunuch's story. He enters this intimate space by invitation and enters into this true back and forth of questions with the eunuch. And there are kind of 4 of them that are important to this story. Do you understand what you are reading? How can I unless someone guides me? About whom, may I ask, does the prophet say this? About himself or someone else? What is to prevent me from being baptized? Philip and the eunuch engage this text in this kind of communal encounter. And through it, the eunuch is essentially found in Scripture, finds themselves in Scripture. There's a quote in Isaiah 53, the quote that's in this passage about a person that's been humiliated, a person who's been rendered non-procreative. Who can describe his generation? That's what the text says that this eunuch is holding. And yet Isaiah 53 is about a suffering person or a suffering community being exalted after humiliation. The Ethiopian eunuch, this outsider whose body may have been acted upon in ways that were not consensual, is found in the Scriptures. Is found on the way to resurrection after humiliation.